The 4 strategies I just mentioned, there is a lot of ground to cover. So let's get cracking. Strategy number 1 that will help you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, and as a corporate leader is clarity. Clarity is power. So a lot of times there is no clarity around what needs to be done, what is not supposed to be done, who needs to be doing things. So basically, who is responsible for something, who is accountable for something, who should be consulted for something, and who should be informed. That entire matrix that's missing. So, and people don't know him when in challenging times, when in turbulent times like this, people don't know what will happen to us, what is going to happen, what is not going to happen. There is a lot of confusion. That is exactly what happens in the lack of clarity. Confusion creeps in. And when people are confused, when employees are confused, that leads to wasted time, wasted effort, and wasted money. And when a particular team or a particular employee leads to wasted time, effort, and money, people and management do not trust on that team. So there is a lack of trust or lack of trust on the competency of that individual or that team. And when you do not trust your team, their competency, what happens in turbulent times like these, in challenging times like these, you will see a huge spike in the number of meetings that are required, in the number of trainings that are required, in the number of status reports that you have to submit, right? All this is just communicating the lack of trust management has on their own employees. And this is because they were not able to provide themselves clarity to their employees. Right? So the solution is for the management to make everything crystal clear for their employees, for their team members. Once again, the cycle is this: the lack of clarity leads to confusion. Confusion leads to wasted time, effort, and money, which creates lack of trust on the competency of an individual or a team member, right? Which leads to a lot of status reports, lot of meetings, a lot of trainings, right? So in order to stop this, the journey starts, or the buck stops with the management. They have to ensure employees are crystal clear about what is expected out of them, what is not expected out of them, what is going to happen after this COVID-19, what is not going to happen after this COVID-19, who is responsible, who is accountable, who is supposed to be consulted, and who is supposed to be informed about a particular task, about a particular activity, about a particular program or a project. This should be crystal clear. That's the strategy number 1, clarity.